Hey guys, I'm Jeff the Homestead Dad. Welcome to Homestead. So I'm back out in the orchard. We got our trees in. I went over to my buddy Chaz's house today and we organized all the trees into orders. So we had ordered 100 from Adams, it was Adams County Nursery, and ordered 100 trees, a bunch of different people. So organized those into them, grabbed my trees, my 16 trees, and then another person who's going to pick up from here. I'm more and more worried that the trees that I planted last year are not alive, and it's not because of the nursery. Like this one, you can see, got snapped off. If I'm out of the sun, you can see, got snapped off by a deer. And then this one right here, all of the branches got snapped off by a deer. And then if we come over to this one, you can see it got rubbed on. Maybe you can't see. Got rubbed on by a deer on several sides. Over here as well. That one as well. I'm still going to hold out hope. I'm going to let these ones grow or go this spring and see if they bud out. I'm really hoping they do, but I'm not going to hold my breath. In the meantime, I've already gotten 4 trees planted of the 16 that I need to get planted. So I'm a quarter of the way there, but the sun's getting pretty low. My son Jacob is going to come out. Hopefully we can get these 16 planted pretty quick because this week gets pretty busy after today. So I got these 4, this one right here, there, and there planted. Like I said, I've already got the holes dug, so I'm really kind of hoping that I can motor through this, we can get these planted. And then we had, I think, 8 trees left over. A couple people still interested in some trees. So if you live in the area and are interested in some Granny Smith, we have a couple trees available. So we're going to sell those. If we don't sell them soon, I may grab a couple more because, like I said, I have a couple extra holes dug. And then I'm sure about a couple of those trees being dead, like the one that was snapped off at 2 feet above ground level. So I may put those in the ground just so that we have them. We thought about potting them up too, but I think it'll just be easier if we put them in the ground if we're able to. So that's the plan. Hopefully I can get these planted quick. I'm gonna stop talking. I'll show you how I kind of do it and what works. Some of these on the roots, if your hole's not big enough, or like this is a really big root here, you can actually just trim this part off. And like the long roots there on the right, you can trim them off a little bit so that you're not having to dig a hole that's super duper wide. So I'm gonna stop talking, or at least I'm gonna get my gloves on and we'll trim these up and see if we can get these in the ground quick. Okay, so I trimmed the roots up a little bit. You put it down in here, and typically what you're looking for is you want to make sure that none of your roots are airborne. You don't want them pointing towards the air. You don't want them leaking out of the hole. Typically, I try to break up these clods as much as I can. Once they get wet, it'll be better. And you'll see once I start to pull them off of the roots where there's still moisture, so like right here, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, it's still wet, so it'll break off of here a lot easier. And I kind of hold it with one hand and break off with the other, and then I try to move the dirt around so that I get enough dirt in here where I can kind of pack it down around the roots so I can let go for a minute, and then I can use both hands. If you've got one of those little hand rakes, that works well, but I don't have one handy, and doing this seems to work pretty well too. I normally don't put the grass back in there, so I'll leave the grass and the weeds out of the hole, but I just kind of try to pull this apart and pull as much dirt off as possible. Shake it off as best you can, and I'll leave it here up like this so that it'll dry out a little bit more and I'll be able to get some more dirt off of there. But you can see the hole's not full, not nearly, but I'm able to let go of the tree now. The tree's facing the direction I want, so I'll just keep on working the dirt in. If you think you're going to be short soil when you take the grass out of the hole, put everything in the dirt, put it on a tarp. You'd be surprised at how much soil you lose just by setting stuff around the hole. Like here, you just lose a ton of dirt that way. So if you're worried about not having enough soil to refill the hole, put it on a tarp so you don't lose any of it. I'm not that worried about it. I like it to be about an inch or an inch and a half shy of the grass in the surrounding area so that the hole holds water. And I don't know if you guys could tell, the bottom of the hole was pretty wet. It was muddy, but it wasn't holding water anymore like it had been when we dug them. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I dug these holes. The bottom of the holes were all filled with water. They are no longer filled with water. They're just awfully muddy. So I'll just keep on working the dirt around. You really want to make sure you push the dirt down and get all those air pockets out of there, because like I said, roots and air don't mix very well and your tree won't grow very well. So make sure not only do you push the dirt down, but then water them in good, because that'll help to settle any of the dirt as well, so you don't have air pockets in your dirt. And after I do this one, you see, like, I'll pull this rock out, set it over here, and then go around and gather all the rocks at some point. But as soon as I get all of this dirt off, this will probably be enough. And then, like I said, I'll leave that other clod of grass there in case I need more dirt at some point. And after I get everything planted, I'll come back with a hose, if I can get one run this far out here right now. Otherwise I'll use 5-gallon buckets, and I'll get everything watered in real well. So you don't want to go above where the rootstock is joined to the tree, the scion. So that right there should be pretty good. I'm able to knock that down a little bit so I could use a little bit more dirt here. And if there's not enough there, like I said, I've got another clod of grass with dirt on it right here. And everything's good. And that's how you plant a tree. So that's how you plant a tree. It looks like this when you're done. You can see in shipping some of the branches got knocked off. So what I'll do is I'll come through here with a sharp scissors, a sharp pruners, and I'll cut those off in between buds so that they grow well. And this tree will be great. It'll be growing in no time because it's starting to warm up here finally. I think, knock on wood, warmer days are ahead of us. So that's 5 planted. I've got 11 more to go. Still no help in sight, but I'm not gonna show you the rest of them. I'll get them planted and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, it is 8 o'clock, 8:03. As you can see, the sun is behind the trees. Jacob's working on the last of the fruit trees right there, and that will be 16 planted, which is outstanding. So we got them all done, roots in the ground, got them today in the mail, got them in the ground today. That's the best for them. So that's good stuff. Like I said, I'm not sure if this section over here, if there's going to be anything alive over here, but if we were to have all of the rows of trees filled and alive, it would be 6, 7, 8. It'd be 40 fruit trees of various types of fruit. Peaches, pears, apples, maybe even a couple cherries. So that's what I'm going for. 40 trees, alive and thriving. Now I'm gonna have to come through here yet and water these in, so I'm gonna go grab a 5-gallon bucket because I don't know that I've got hoses over there. But I'm gonna get this done quick so we can water these in, and then we'll be done for the night, and everybody can go to bed and we can say our prayers and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about planting fruit trees, let me know. If you have any questions about ordering, making a commercial order from a commercial nursery, let me know. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I'm thankful Jacob came out and helped, because otherwise I wouldn't have finished tonight. I'm going to go grab some buckets or some hoses, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep good tonight. God bless you guys. See you next video. Hey guys. Ooh, you're dirty.
Bluetooth disconnect. Bluetooth error.